I'm your social teacher for you all. I'm now going to teach 8th class social subject 4th lesson. The lesson name is the polar regions. Take out page number 40. Let's go through the lesson. In this chapter, you would be reading about a region which is entirely different from any place we have seen so far in 6th and 7th class. This region has continuous nights and continuous days for many months. There is no sunrise and sunset like we have in our country. Can you imagine such a place? This region is very cold, so cold that only ice and snow can be seen. Ice on land, ice on streams, ice on the rivers, and even the entire sea is frozen. If you are having any doubt, you can recollect the chapter 2 of 6th class, where you had answered about the frozen continent. It's a frozen continent. And we are going to learn the polar region, and this region is continuously day and night will be same for many months. There is no change and there is no sunrise and sunset. It will be like that only for few months. In our country, can you imagine such a place? Yes. This region is very cold. Polar region will be very cold. There is no sunrise and sunset. This region will be very cold. There is no sunrise and sunset. See in the picture, map 2, closer view of polar region. In this picture, you can find the globe. The earth is like a globe which is there in a circle. See here deeply in your textbooks, there are north, south, east and west side, and here east, and there everything is clearly written here. You all go through this map and check properly. Next, where is the polar region? Let us see where is the polar region. You have seen the north pole and the south pole on the globe. Yes or no? Think this is a globe. Yes, this is north, east, south and west. These are the 4 directions, and mainly it has taken the north pole and south pole. Okay, and underline this line. The region which lies near the poles is called the polar region, which lies from north to south. This line is called as polar region. Okay, underline this line one. Second line. You will be reading about the North Polar region in this chapter. Look at the map 1. It shows the North Pole and its surroundings regions. The entire polar region has been shaded lightly. Okay, it will be shades lightly, not dark like sunlight. It will be little bit light. And notice the boundary of this region is known as the Arctic Circle. And this is called, entire polar region is called as Arctic. Okay, entire polar region is called as Arctic Circle, and underline the last 3 lines. The entire polar region too, this is known as Arctic Circle. And next, the northern part of the continent within the polar region is known as the Tundra. Okay, here northern part of the continent is within the polar region is called as Tundra. Tundra region. Okay, this is called as Tundra region. Tundra means very cold place. Tundra means cold place. It will be very cold. Since the tundra region gets very little sunlight, it has a unique type of vegetation known as a tundra vegetation. In tundra region, there will be a little bit sunlight, and that is called as tundra vegetation. Tundra region have only little sunlight, and that is called as tundra vegetation, and this is called as tundra vegetation. Underline this line now from third line. Tundra means very cold. Since the tundra region gets very little sunlight, it is a unique type of vegetation is known as tundra vegetation. Next, the winter season in tundra region. See the figure 4.1. It is very cold. Sunlight is also it have very little, not like us. And next, seasons in tundra. Let us see how many seasons, how it will be changes day by day, or else maybe like some months. Let us see seasons in a tundra. In the tundra region, it extremely cold. Tundra region will be very cold. And it is difficult to even imagine the cold in the tundra. In India, the sun rises and sets every day. But this does not happen in the tundra. It is almost dark throughout November, December and January, since the sun does not rise at all. Okay, see here, in the Tundra region, only 3 months it takes. November, December and January, it will be very dark. Only it will be very dark. And every day sun rises and sets as usual. Day by day how it's there, like that only it will be there. And tundra region does not happen in this day by day, little bit changes, but there is little bit sunlight. Okay, this is the winter of the tundra, and it is bitterly cold during these months. Okay, you know that when it is extremely cold, water freezes to become ice. So when it is very cold, the water becomes ice. If it is very cold, the water becomes and turns into ice. If you keep a glass of water in a deep freeze, see after 6 hours, water turns into ice. Yes or no? Like that also in the tundra region. If it is very cold, the water changes into ice. In this extreme cold, the water of the rivers, lakes and seas freezes. Strong cold winds blow and there is heavy snowfall. Rivers, streams, oceans, everything will be freezes. In the tundra region, then it has becomes dark, very dark, and it has very heavy snowfall. And it is very important, like all these cold winds strong blow and there is a heavy rainfall. In this region, it have very rainfall. Lakes, rivers turns into ice, and sometimes snowfall also. Sometimes snowfall. And next, due to the severe cold, dark and icy condition, all the plants die. Even birds and animals live in this region and migrate elsewhere. The whole region becomes dark, deserted and desolate. Okay, here deserted and desolate means it changes day by day. Very important things which are in this. And next, see once the plants and even birds and animals also lives in the Tundra region. Next, summer. The sun begins to shine in the Tundra around February, March. In the beginning, the sun shines for a maximum of an hour and a half and then sets. Gradually, it lengthens to 2 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours and 16 hours, finally 24 hours. Then for almost 3 months from May to July, the sun never sets. It shines all 24 hours, but the sun does not rise overhead. It just hovers a little above the horizon. The horizon is the place where the earth appears to meet the sky. Since the sun does not go high up in the sky, it is never very warm, and it is very never warm. See, the summer. Nowadays, summer season. Yes, how many types of seasons are there? We have 3. Summer, rainy and winter season. This, in the summer, it begins shines in the Tundra around February month, March month. Feb and March, 2 months. And it begins the sun shines. Maximum the sun will be shines in the summer season. It takes 2 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, 24 hours it will be shine. 24 hours the sun will be shines in the Tundra region. Next, almost 3 months from May to July, the sun never sets. May to July, sun never sets. Sun never sets. Okay, in this May, June, July, these 3 months. These 3 months, sun never sets. And just hovers. Take the meaning of hovers, ma. It's an helicopter hovered overhead, means middle of the globe. Helicopter, where it will be flies? In the sky. Aeroplane, then fly. Yes or no? Like this, it is called as hovers. Next, since the sun does not go high up in the sky, it is never warm. Do you know the warm meaning? Little bit hot. Warm water, how will take? Like that. And next paragraph. Even in the 3 months of summer, it is cold. But it is comparatively less cold than the winter months due to the relatively warm weather. Some of the ice melts. The rivers which are frozen during the winter melt and begin to flow. The lakes fill up and huge chunks of ice break off and float into the ocean as iceberg. See, in this paragraph is explaining about the summer. It will be very cold and less cold than the winter months. In the summer season it will be cold. In winter season it will be little bit. In winter season it will be little bit cold. Less. It will be very less cold. And the rivers which are frozen due to the winter melt and begins to flow. So in the previous topic I have explained to you rivers, lakes, and it is covered full of ice. In this season it will be melt. Do you know melt? What do you mean by melt? Melt. Ice turns into water, that is called as melting. And in this winter season rivers and lakes will be melt and the water will flow from one place to another place. And here underline the huge chunks. The meaning of Chunks is group of words that can be formed together in a long language. It's not long, it's a language. Group of words that can be formed together is called language. And next, the land which was frozen and desolate in winter comes alive with color during summer. Underline this line. When summer approaches, many multicolored plants, lynches, grass, shrubs and berries sprout all around. They bear flowers and fruits of different colors. Till that you underline. Many birds and animals come to feed on them. Here see, in this frozen and desolate in winter comes alive with color during the summer. Multicolor. What do you mean by multicolor? Different types of colors. All types of colors is mixed in a one place. It is called as multicolors. Obviously you have know everything about the multicolor. And lynches. The meaning of lynches is, sometimes in the UK it is a composite organism that arises from a egg living among a filament melting fungi spices in a multi-fungi species. Pause. One second. Pause only. Pause. When summer approaches, many multicolored plants, lynches, grass, shrubs and berries sprout all around. See here, multicolored plants. What do you mean by multicolored plants? Different types of color plants. Leaves you can see only in green in color. No, it will be brown and light brown, light green. These types of different colors will be there in multicolored plants. And next, lynches, grass shrubs. Grass shrubs. It's a bush is a small to medium sized perennial woody plant. It will be like woody plant. You know all know about the fruits and flowers. Different kinds of flowers are there and fruits also there. And this is the topic I have said you. Let us revise once. The polar region, and next, where is a polar region? You all once go through and write important points in that. Next topic is season in the Tundra. How many seasons are there that we have discussed. Next about summer. Summer season in Tundra region I have said you all. Please write all the important points in your classwork. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. We'll meet for next class and have a nice day.